A record 69% of Americans hold a negative view of the economy. You can imagine when they have bosses like that, speaking like that, not surprising. That's the new CNBC poll. President Biden told workers today he has a plan and argued we need to spend more money to beat inflation and help grow the economy from the middle out.
My economic plan for the middle class is transforming our economy to be stronger, fairer, more innovative, more competitive.
Key pillar of his economic plan is subsidies for electric vehicles, which Axios points out can't be fully implemented without China's help. Why the U.S. can't build EVs without China. They specifically note that China will control a third of the world's lithium supply within 2 years. Translation, China will be able to make more batteries than U.S. manufacturers. The American companies who are investing in EVs are already turning to China. Ford is planning to build a $3.5 billion factory in Michigan. A Chinese firm supplies all the batteries. The Biden administration is quite literally betting $100 billion on electric vehicle manufacturing, much of which will go directly to the communists in Beijing. Former UN Ambassador John Bolton is here, also former national security advisor to President Trump. You guys really took on the Chinese during the Trump administration. I'm wondering if the trade here for climate everything is worth it. I think about sort of the historical reference. Is it too much to say this would be a little bit like in the 1930s, saying we have to buy Mercedes-Benz in the United States because they're a lot safer?
Well, it's the same kind of obsession with this fantasy that they're going to have a carbon-free economy in the foreseeable future. It's not going to happen. Actually, surveys show most Americans don't want to buy electric cars. Some do, especially with heavy government subsidies. But I do think it's the obsession, the Biden administration obsession with climate change and the role they see China playing in it because of the emissions from Chinese industries, that they're just blind to the consequences. In this case, I would say national security consequences of putting our transportation system in dependence on batteries or other supply chain commodities coming from China. But you can't reason with them because the climate change thing has theological significance to them.
We also know that the Chinese exploit that, right? It's the carrot they hold out to the Biden administration always is the place that we all need to cooperate is on climate change. Meanwhile, they are one of the biggest polluters in the world. I digress. We keep hearing from the Biden administration that we don't want to contain China. We want to compete with them. I'm wondering if China thinks the same way about the United States, that they only want to compete with us rather than contain us.
No, they're roaring with laughter over this. This is the kind of naivete that really damages America over the long term. The nature of the Chinese threat, we still don't fully understand. We see pieces of evidence of the Chinese threat, Huawei and ZTE not being telecoms companies but arms of the Chinese state, TikTok being like the contemporary version of the Pied Piper of Hamelin, luring our children into dependence. You see it over and over again in the economic sphere, where they've pursued a mercantilist foreign policy very successfully in the World Trade Organization. They've been stealing American intellectual property for decades, and European and Japanese intellectual property. They've engaged in really substantial offensive cyber warfare against us in a variety of ways, and are still doing it. They're building up their military in an unprecedented way. All of this is, we see these bits and pieces. We need to connect it and understand this is really not just a whole of government Chinese effort against us, but a whole of society Chinese effort against us. And when they see our fascination with climate change, they know that they can use that as leverage over us. And with this administration, that's exactly what they're doing.
Now, we've got a graphic just to sort of lay out what you said in terms of their bad acts. Planned invasion of Taiwan, U.S. planes intercepting the South China Sea, the arms race that they're engaged in, their plans to arm the Russians, illegal police officers in the United States for which all we've done is arrest sort of 2 low-level thugs, TikTok spying on Americans, spy balloon flown over the U.S. mainland, COVID origins cover-up, spying on American ports through the delivery of Chinese-made cranes. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.